शुरू में निकाल आता हूँ और
A very good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Shadma Absar, and on behalf of Indian Teacher Education Community, I welcome you all to the 6th-day program on action research in collaboration with Rao Birinder College of Education, Rewari. And I now request our resource person, Dr. Anil Kumar sir, to please start the session.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Joy. Okay, participants, let me again welcome you on the last day of this particular program on action research. I think all of you are aware of that today's session will be on action research report writing and then preparing action plan also. So before I should start, I should take up this particular topic of today's. I would like to just remind you, I would remind you that from where we have started and how we reached to this particular topic. During these 5-6 days journey which we have, I think we have completed 5 days journey and this is 6th day. So during these 5 days, we started with conceptualization of action research. Then we tried to explore how to identify our action research problems, what are the different sources of identification of action research sources, and then how to make proper statement for action research problem. Very important aspect is that whenever we are making a proper statement, we should be clear in our mind that what exactly is the very basic purpose of action research which we have undertaken for our purposes. And no need to repeat it again and again. I think all of you are well aware of the concept of action research now because this is second program also. In the first program also we have conceptualized action research. Just to remind you again, just to recapitulate what we understand by this action research. Action research to be conducted by the teacher for his or her own benefit. And what is that benefit? That to improve the problem arising out of day-to-day learning process which a teacher is conducting in the school or college or in the classroom. So to resolve those issues which are bothering the mind of the teacher himself or herself is conducting that research, and that is known as action research. So this is background of that. In today's discussion, I think we have arrived at by way of data analysis again. We have discussed lot many things about how to collect that data, then how to analyze that data also. Again, let me remind you in this particular section of how to collect that data and then how to analyze that data. There is a long journey and we are having various tools, techniques available for data collection. For action research process, we are not requiring very sophisticated tools or techniques for data collection. Most of the time, we are satisfied with whatever data is available with us in the form of documents, in the form of reports, in the form of class notes, and in the form of other varieties which we are having around us. Many times we are having government documents also available. So whenever such documents, such reports are available, please don't try to repeat gathering data, whatever is available. But if anyhow this particular data collection is required, so select a suitable technique for that data collection. This is what we have discussed. We have plenty of data collection tools. We have a lot of data collection techniques also. I think to name few, observations, then we have interview, then we have focus group discussion also, we have group discussion also. So many the tools and techniques are available. Just look at your purpose, try to resolve the very basic purpose, that this is the purpose of our conducting the study, and accordingly try to identify, select an appropriate tool for data collection. Sometime we are interested in having qualitative data, sometime we are having interested in quantitative data. Then comes the last but one step, that is analysis of the data collected through various instruments, through various approaches, through various techniques. So analyzing means, already I told you that the moment we are talking of the data analysis, we start with data, whatever we have collected, and data itself is having no meaning in itself until and unless it is contextualized, until and unless it is analyzed, which is another name of contextualization. So data itself is having no meaning. We have to derive meaning out of that analysis. Data may not be having its own meaning, but it is having in the background lot of stories to tell to us as a researcher, that yes, this data is telling us that this is the finding of this particular study. So data analysis gives us a story behind the data. Data is not having any meaning, but behind that data we have to have meaning of that data. So think of data analysis from that angle, and journey during data analysis is that we start with data and we convert that data into information, and then this information we convert into the knowledge, and that is what we are interested in our educational process, in our teaching learning process, or in during the process of conducting that research. That data should be converted into knowledge. So this data analysis is one of the technique, one of the way to arrive at knowledge from data through the journey of information. So data converted into information, information converted into knowledge. This is what I told you so far. Now on this 6th day, we'll be talking about report writing. We have analyzed that data, we have conducted the investigation, we have collected data, we have done everything now. Now how to report and why to report also. I think all of you must agree that reporting is very necessary. And why it is necessary? Because we don't want to keep that information, whatever we have arrived with the help of the research and systematic research and then scientific method of research. We want to share it with our colleagues, so that if they are facing the same context, same situation, they can also use that, or at least they can have some clue about the solution of their own problem. That is publication of the report. Not very heavy publications we are interested in particularly in case of action research, because action research again is contextualized, is localized. So at least in a school, we should have discussion among our colleagues that this was the problem and this is what we have arrived at with the help of systematic and scientific inquiry. That is what we call it as action research, so that they can also use that finding for their own purpose. So data report writing is required for dissemination of the information, for dissemination of the findings among the colleagues within the school, or those who are having problem close to that our problem, it should be known to others also. That is the basic purpose of action research report writing. Now, question is, this is important, but how to write that? Today we will be discussing that part, that how to write a action research report and how it looks like. So just let me share slides. So the question is, reporting of the results, whatever results we have arrived at based on our research. Now we have come to the stage where we would like to report the results of the action research. And then not only to report, then how to take further actions. So along with each and every reporting of the action research, there is requirement that yes, based on that result, how to develop an action plan, and then how to implement that action plan, because action research means coming at the stage of action plan. So that's why I have joined these two issues together, that how to report, and then on the basis of whatever results we are having, whatever results we have arrived at, how to develop an action plan for next activity based on whatever action results are there. I think one thing which is very clear and one everyone should understand is that whatever components we are talking in our action research report, they are more or less largely, I would say, they are same as the steps we have in process of conducting action research. So most of the information, whatever we have followed in as a step in conducting action research, they should be followed in writing action research report also. However, some of the points which require very, very attention of a researcher is that we start with describing the context where action research takes place. What is the context? Context is a school in which you teach, because you have taken that problem of your own school and problem of your own, maybe happening in the classroom, maybe happening outside the classroom, maybe happening by a single teacher, maybe concerned with a more than one teacher also. So start your action research report with a school, that is background of the school, illustrate the significant feature of the school for which you have undertaken action research. Not only a school, but associated population also, that how many students are there, what kind of students this school is catering particularly, where this school is located, how many classrooms are there, then how many teachers are working in that school, what is the atmosphere of that school, whether teachers are having congenial relationship with each other, how administrator is administering the school, likewise. So all these contexts are to be mentioned to be the starting point for reporting of the action research. Then comes to the contain a statement of your research focus. So action research report starts with context, wherein you are mentioning about the context, wherein you are mentioning about from where that problem emerged and in what situations that problem emerged. I think when we were talking of the identification of the action research problem, there also situation we have mentioned. So situation is nothing but the context. What is the situation, your problem situation? So here also, when we are mentioning context, when we are describing context in our action research report, context means what is the situation there, what is happening around that particular problem which you have identified. Then mention of statement of your research problem. Yes, I think you have, when you started your action research, you have mentioned about the purpose of the research. Statement also you have mentioned. So same statement you can use here, but here besides that having a statement, you have to have where your research question come from, what is the situation, again describe the situation, problem you intend to investigate, well, what exactly the problem which you would like, you have investigated during this process of action research. So this is to be mentioned there. Then objectives, goals, and research questions. So whatever you have planned for the action research process, everything should come at this place also. I think we have discussed a lot about planning of action research. And if you look at the planning stage, here, there also you have mentioned the context, that is the school in question, that is the classroom in question, that may be the teacher in question, that may be the school environment or climate in question, and then statement of the problem, and then situations from where it emerged, that is the action research emergence, and then how you investigated that particular research problem, maybe then your objectives of the action research or goals of the action research or very specific purpose of the action research. So these two, and then let's think of something further. I think during the conduction of the action research, again, you have referred about background theories, beliefs, research studies related to action research study beliefs. I think a lot of background material you have studied for conducting that present action research. So again, mention is required in the report also that you have conducted your action research on the basis, on the background of this particular theory and on the basis of this particular belief that I believe in. Already I have mentioned that belief means, here I am not saying belief means which theoretical belief you are having, not your own belief we are talking of. Which theoretical belief you are having with you. For example, when you have to resolve the problem of indiscipline, whether you believe in punishment or you believe in pleasure. So your own belief about the problem, not about yourself, about the problem. So that will help you in driving various questions which already we have discussed with you when we were talking about the stages of action research conduction. Here also in the report, again you have to mention that whatever theory you have considered, whatever beliefs you have taken into account when you have conducted that action research, in very brief you would like to mention that. If you have some review of studies, if you have similar studies conducted in past, but with different context, with different background, that also you need to mention here also that you have reviewed these many studies and these are the findings of those studies. So explain the underlying theory, past researches which you have considered for creating a basis for study. Very important part is here that you have to think of the basis for study. These are the underlying theory, background theories and beliefs. These are the basis for going further in the research. And that's why they are important part of the report. I think detail of the method used. Here, research methodology part is required to be mentioned, that how you collected the data, what type of data you have collected, and what type of tool you have used for collection of the data. Whether you have triangulated that data or not. If you have triangulated that data, then probably what were the triangulation techniques or methods you have used for triangulation of the data. Be specific in your report when you are mentioning about data collection technique, data collection method, or whether you are having qualitative data or quantitative data. With just proper justification also it is required. Report means readers should be convinced that I have used this interview schedule for collection of the data for this particular study because this was the reason. So report, there is a difference between report and steps taken to conduct research. Here you have to convince your readers whenever you are in the process of reporting of action research result, you should convince your readers that you have selected a suitable tool, you have applied a suitable research method, you have arrived at research findings based on suitable data analysis technique. All these you have to convince your teacher, you have to justify your readers that yes, these are the tools, these are the techniques, these are the methods, these are the triangulation techniques I have used in my action research study, and these are the justification for using those tools and all these things. So details the method used, this should form the part of action research report also. But with proper justification, again I am emphasizing that whatever you are mentioning in the report, even when you are mentioning the background theory, why you have considered this particular theory, how you are convinced with that particular theory that you have used that for your present study, why you feel that this belief whatever I have for this present study is most suitable belief. So as far as possible, try to give your own input, your own belief, your own opinion to justify that. Then research report should consider highlighting research findings with your observation, with your reflections also upon the practice. So research report doesn't mean that simply you are presenting data and then you are arriving at the finding. Research report means whenever you are presenting the data, you are giving your own explanation, also your own reflection also on that particular data. That this is coming because, and again, background theory will be used here to reflect upon the findings of the research. By analyzing evidence gathered, now you are aware that yes, I have arrived at the solution of the given problem which initially I have undertaken for conducting action research process. So you yourself is satisfying to the extent that yes, findings are here, and in this way I am able to solve this action research problem to my entire satisfaction, that yes, this was the problem and this is the solution I have arrived at, and I am convinced with the systematic process, with the scientific process, that this is one of the solution and this is one of the convincing solution in this context wherever I have conducted this action research process. For other contexts, for other situations, solutions may be different because we are not trying to universalize, we are not trying to generalize these findings and uh, findings of the research. And beauty of action research is like this only, that these findings are in particular situation. These findings are for particular context only. Sometime you may duplicate, you may generalize that, sometime you may use in similar settings, but most of the time action research findings are for particular school, for particular context only, for particular classroom, or maybe for particular teacher. That's why action research report always starting with the school or the characteristics of the school where you have undertaken that particular action research problem. That is the sole reason of giving in the report that context of the problem. Now, gradually again, after mentioning findings of the research and with your own observations and reflection upon your practice, because you have identified that problem through your practice only. Whatever you are facing in the practice, based on that, you have identified the problem. So, whatever conclusions, findings you have arrived at, they should be for improvement of the practice, because you want to solve that problem which you were facing in practice. So solutions should be applicable there in the practice only. And that is where you would like to reflect upon, yes, this particular solution or finding of the action research problem is able to solve my problem which I have faced during research process. Then, of course, with every research report, here also in action research, implications are to be mentioned. What are the different implications? And if you have more than one stakeholders, then have implications stakeholder wise. Discussion of the finding of research that affect your future practice. Sometimes as a teacher, it is affecting problem was yours, but the solution may be affecting administrator also, may be affecting principal also. For example, if I say that that you were facing the problem of unattentiveness of your students in the mathematics class, one of the finding you may arrive at that, yes, I would like to shift my period or session from afternoon to forenoon. Now implication is to whom? Not to you alone. Implication is for the timetable, school timetable coordinator also. Because you have to take help of the coordinator also to shift afternoon to forenoon. So if you want to have implication of that finding in your situation, sometime other stakeholders are also to be taken into confidence. In this particular example, to solve an unattentiveness problem of the students in mathematics, where class was conducted in afternoon. Now you need to change the time, because session time is affecting the performance of a student. That is your finding. So to implement that finding, you have to take help from the coordinator of the timetable. So implication suggestion for implementing the finding should go to that your action report should clearly mention that, yes, these are the implications for timetable coordinator, these are the implications for teacher of the classroom, these are the implications for teacher of the mathematics classroom, these are the implications for principal or headmaster of the school also, because it is likely to affect different stakeholders of the system also. So whatever, whenever you are developing a action research report, please keep in mind who is likely to get affected with your findings. Problem was yours. Again, I am saying problem may be yours or of a single person, but implications may be for more than one stakeholder. So your action research report should clearly make a mention of implications to different individuals. Then I think very important part and must part is that whatever findings you have of your action research, whatever findings you have arrived at of your action research study, I think all action research studies should come out with action plan, because that is the basic purpose of the action research, conducting of the action research and trying to resolve the problem which you are facing in the school. So it should come out with action plan on also. And that is very significant and important part of your action report. That all action research report should come out with action plan, that how you will be implementing that finding of the action research by way of having action plan. So think of action plan also in action report. That is the whole about that. When we are having action research report writing, again, let me make it further, that describe the context, make a statement of the research problem, list down the various purposes of your action research problem, go for the background, theories, beliefs, whatever you have considered during your action research process, and then detail out the methods of data collection, detail out the tools used by you, detail out the data analysis techniques used by you, and then how you arrived at particular highlight of the findings. And based on those findings, you have to think of implications, mentioning of the implications. And not only you have to think of mentioning of implications, but you have to come out with your action plan also to resolve that issue. Then only we will say that this is the complete action research report which you have conducted, which you have successfully completed during the course. So dear friends, this is all about when we are preparing a action research report. Now, I would like to show you a research report also. I think very important is you just look at the action research report. What type of this report looks like? I will take you to that direction. This is one of the sample report I have taken from somewhere, and and tried to modify, tried to contextualize the environment. So a small sample of action research report. Just go through. I'm just scrolling the screen, and then we will be having discussion on each and every aspect of that report which you are seeing in front of all. I will be going little slowly because I would like that you please give proper attention to this, whatever you are seeing on the slide. So little bit whatever enlargement I can do, I will be doing that. Is it readable now? Can you read this? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you read
Yes,
this?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it visible properly?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So,
Yes, yes, sir. It is visible.
okay. So this research report is about a action research study on effect of integration of technology in teaching learning on emphasis of for learning science. I think this example I have already discussed with you. So for that report only we have generated. As usual, you will be having abstract of that whole study, executive summary also sometime we are having. So this is, now look at the beauty that here in this report I investigated my motivation, our children, because this is conducted by a teacher. So personalization is there. First, I have had an interest in integrating technology. Likewise, you will find that. First, I am scrolling that. So this is context. This is first step, that what is the situation, what is the context, what is the school, and why I have undertaken that particular action. Then we have mentioned in the report title of the study or problem statement or action research problem statement. You may like to mention like that. Then I think theoretical framework and belief also we tried to mention here in this action research report. What was the theoretical framework? I believe that learning is an extremely complex human process. During my long years of teaching, I have used many strategies to enhance student learning and to teach new concepts, particularly in science subjects. I do believe student learn through experiences. अब now देखिए ये belief है उसका जो है और इस belief को लेके ही हमारी action research आगे बढ़ी है. I do believe students learn through experiences. Students built on past experiences and previous knowledge to process new concepts. So relationship between past knowledge and present knowledge. Whatever we teaching learning process we are trying to give to our student at present, it is related to our past experience. That is what this particular researcher believe in that. In their early experience of the world, people develop ideas and make sense of the things. So is how students learning takes place. Previous experience, how it works in process of present learning. But there is no single solution in the complex matter of education. The objectives of learning are various, so should be the approach of teaching. And that's why he believes, researcher believes that a combination of approaches is often the most effective education. As a teacher, I believe that I am the facilitator of understanding, the presenter of an opportunity to explore, the discoverer and compiler of the knowledge. I cannot assume that I am the provider of the knowledge. So teacher is not the provider. He himself is keeping himself out from the process of providing knowledge. What he says is, I am a believer of that I am presenter, I am providing the correct stimulus in front of the student. Let children learn themselves. So these are the theoretical background or theories. So this is something theoretical background. Then let's come to the context. Now, researcher mentioning about the context mentions very clearly, I teach 8th class science at a middle school in rural area of MP. My school has, including me, 4 teachers along with 1 math, 1 social science, and 1 language teacher. The school has total 235 students from class 1 to 8, and I have taken one section of 8th class where I have last period immediately after lunch break of the day for this study. This class is of 25 average and above average science students. What type of students are there? What is the level of intelligence of the student? I choose this section as for purely logistical reasons. With only one computer, अब now देखिएगा जो है टीचर जो रिसर्चर में कन्वर्ट हुआ है, एक्शन रिसर्च जिसने की है उसका क्या है कि with only one computer, there was only one computer in my classroom when I was teaching. और मेरा टॉपिक क्या था? मेरा टॉपिक था टेक्नोलॉजी इंटीग्रेशन. तो एक कंप्यूटर से मैं नहीं कर सकता था, इसलिए मैंने क्या किया, प्योरली लॉजिस्टिकल रीजन से मैंने क्या किया, सेक्शन चूज किया है और आई नीडेड टू टेक देम टू कंप्यूटर लैब. तो मैंने क्या किया कि लास्ट सेशन को चूज किया जिससे मैं उनको बिना डिस्टर्ब किए हुए स्कूल को उनको कंप्यूटर लैब में ले जाके टेक्नोलॉजी इंटीग्रेशन कर सकूं. With only one computer in my classroom, I needed to take them to computer lab daily, and this is time when lab is not occupied also. So I have analyzed the situation of the school also, and what I have done is that लैब कब खाली होती है, कंप्यूटर लैब कब अवेलेबल होती है स्कूल में, दूसरों को डिस्टर्बेंस ना हो, उस समय मैंने अपना टाइम, मुझे इंटरवेंशन देना, मुझे कंप्यूटर लैब की जरूरत थी. This period was the most agreeable period to the other teachers. So this particular period जो है वो मोस्ट एग्रीएबल पीरियड था दूसरे टीचर्स के लिए. और ये सब बातें मैंने करके मैंने एक एप्रोप्रिएट सुटेबल मतलब स्कीम डिवाइस की कि मैं लास्ट पीरियड रखूंगा एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए. मैं कंप्यूटर लैब में इस बच्चों को ले जाऊंगा जिससे बाकी क्लासेस डिस्टर्ब ना हो, और मैं जो है सारे टीचर्स की रजामंदी ले लूंगा कि मतलब उनको कोई इशू ना हो, कोई क्लासरूम जो लैब है हमारी कंप्यूटर लैब है वो ऑक्यूपाइड ना हो. ये सारी कंटेक्स्ट उसने मेंशन की है, देखिए रिपोर्ट में. जो टूल एंड डेटा कलेक्शन, कैसे मैंने डेटा कलेक्ट किया, मैं एक एक डिस्कस नहीं कर रहा, बहुत टाइम लेगा नहीं तो. और मैं आपको जस्ट एक फॉर्मेट दिखाना चाह रहा था कि हाउ दे हैव ट्रायंगुलेटेड. They have triangulated data collection, also collecting data from 3 sources allowed by for triangulation of the finding in this study. 3 sources से डेटा कलेक्ट किया है और उसको ट्रायंगुलेट किया है. कैसे किया है? डेटा ट्रायंगुलेशन हेल्प टू रिड्यूस लाइक्लीहुड ऑफ एरर्स इन द फाइंडिंग. I collected data from all the students of the class, their parents also at the beginning and at the end of my study. तो मैंने 3 तरीके से ट्रायंगुलेट किया है कि मैंने डेटा स्टूडेंट से कलेक्ट किया है, एक शुरुआत में कलेक्ट किया है, एंड में कलेक्ट किया है. और ये प्रोसेस करके मैंने क्या किया है? ट्रायंगुलेशन. ट्रायंगुलेशन मैंने आपको बताया था कि ये जो प्रोसेस है हमारी, ये फाइंडिंग्स को एरर फ्री बनाने के लिए जो काम आती है कि हम अपने रिजल्ट्स को, अपनी फाइंडिंग्स को कैसे मोर डिपेंडेबल बना सकते हैं, मोर रिलायबल बना सकते हैं. उसके लिए कहीं ना कहीं हमें ट्रायंगुलेशन ऑफ डेटा इज रिक्वायर्ड. वी कैन नॉट बिलीव ऑन वन सोर्स because there are chances of introducing error from one source. So let us triangulate that data with the help of more than one source. Here also triangulation of the data was done with the help of 3 sources. देखिए, when he administered the survey also, following questions were asked. How do you like learning science? How have you liked learning science so far in this year? How enthusiastic are you about exploring science at home? Likewise. और ये जो क्वेश्चनेयर देखिए, फिर उसने जो मेंशन भी किया है रिपोर्ट में, द स्केल यूज किया है जिसमें क्या है, 5 लेवल हैं हमारे स्केल के. वेरी एंथुसिस्टिक, अनएंथुसिस्टिक, इंडिफरेंस, एन एंथुसिस्टिक रेस्पॉन्स, ए वेरी एंथुसिस्टिक रेस्पॉन्स. So from negative to positive or from positive to negative, scale is there, and 5-point scale is used for this. For what purpose? For administrating this scale and to know about the learning about science, likings about learning science. Earlier कैसी थी, past में कैसी थी वो. Additionally, I send home parents survey with each student in order to solicit and record the parents' opinion concerning their child enthusiasm for learning science. The survey included 2 questions. देखिए बहुत छोटा छोटा टूल यूज किया गया है. How enthusiastic is your child about learning science? How enthusiastically does your child do science activities at home? तो होम का भी बता लिया. और हमारा टॉपिक क्या था, मैं फिर दोबारा से याद दिलाऊं. टॉपिक ध्यान दीजिएगा जो है कि टॉपिक था एंथुसिज्म, और वो भी कहाँ, स्कूल में, होम में, सब जगह उसने चेक किया है. इसमें केवल एक जगह चेक नहीं किया, खुद ही चेक नहीं किया, पेरेंट्स से भी पूछा है, स्टूडेंट से भी पूछा है, और उसके बाद कंक्लूजन्स निकाले हुए. अब देखिए फिर इसके बाद जो है, जब ये सारी मेंशन हो गई तो फिर उसने डेटा एनालिसिस और उसके रिजल्ट्स के बारे में बात की है. As I watched and listened to my students during the study, it was apparent very early that they were thoroughly enjoying using computers. During the process itself, when he was conducting that study, when he was introducing technology in the classroom for teaching learning process, he noticed, he observed that throughout they were enjoying using computers. Students rushed to class eager to open multimedia presentations. There were no sluggishness to class during the study period. On all these are the signs for कि मैं मोटिवेटेड हूँ, मैं एंथुसिस्टिक हूँ, मैं उत्सुक हूँ बहुत सारी चीज़ों के लिए, और कंप्यूटर का यूज और इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी इन क्लासरूम मेरे को मोटिवेट कर रही है। ये ऑब्जर्वेशन भी है उसके, और साथ में उसने एनालिसिस जो सर्वे एटीट्यूडनल जो सर्वे टूल किया था उससे भी फाइंडिंग्स आई हैं, और उन सबको ट्रायंगुलेट करके उसने जो है मेंशन किया। तो ये जो है देखिए, फिर उसने कुछ, ये बहुत जरूरी है कि एक्शन रिसर्च रिपोर्ट में कहीं ना कहीं इंडिविजुअल कमेंट्स का भी स्कोप होना चाहिए जो है। जैसे some of these comments were as follows: it's creative, it's fun, it's a lot more fun working on a computer than in a book। ये स्टूडेंट्स के जो रिएक्शंस हैं, इमीडिएट रिएक्शंस हैं, ड्यूरिंग वर्किंग आवर्स में रिएक्शंस हैं, उन सबको कहीं ना कहीं उसने अपनी डायरी में, रिसर्चर्स की डायरी में नोट डाउन किया है, और उससे रिफ्लेक्शंस लेके कहीं रिसर्च रिपोर्ट में भी मेंशन किया है। इट वाज ए fun learning experience. Computers are millions of times more fun than workbook. Using books gets bored, but you can learn by computers at the same time if working on them. With books it gets boring after a while, but with computer it's a fun and exciting. Computers make learning fun. I find it very interesting to work on computers. It make me think a lot. These are the reactions of the student during the process itself. And as a researcher who was teacher also noticed that in the classroom that these are the maybe facial readings researcher can note that कितने उत्सुक हैं, कितने मोटिवेटेड हैं स्टूडेंट्स जो है, ये बात देख सकते हैं। तो पेरेंट्स के भी ऐसे ही कमेंट्स हैं। आई फील द मोर हाई टेक द इक्विपमेंट, द मोर इम्पोर्टेंट द सब्जेक्ट विल बी to the student. If they think science is cool because the experiments they use in school, then more learning will take place and interest will remain high. Hands-on is fine, but they need to be basics too. So ऐसा नहीं कमेंट सब पॉजिटिव ही आते हैं, but they need to the basics too. किसी ने पेरेंट ने ये भी कमेंट किया है कि हैंड्स ऑन इज फाइन, कंप्यूटर पर काम करते करते सीखना अच्छी बात है, but they need the basics too. Basics भी जरूरी है कहीं ना कहीं। We also need to have more computers in the classroom to be effective. कमेंट्स है कि 3-4 स्टूडेंट्स एक के साथ एक कंप्यूटर पर नहीं वर्क करने चाहिए, हमें कुछ और कंप्यूटर ज्यादा चाहिए जो। So this type of comments are there. And then very important aspect is discussion, reflections on the findings. तो रिफ्लेक्शंस ऑन द फाइंडिंग, अब देखिए रिफ्लेक्शंस को बहुत सीरियसली थोड़ा ध्यान दे के पढ़िएगा आप लोग जो है। आई थिंक यू विल नोटिस सम ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स। आई हाईलाइटेड सम ऑफ द पॉइंट, बट सम ऑफ द पॉइंट्स यू मे आल्सो नोटिस ड्यूरिंग दिस रीडिंग। रिजल्ट कह रहा है कि हमारी स्टूडेंट की एंथुसिज्म बढ़ गई जो है, इंक्रीज थ्रू इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स एंड मल्टीमीडिया in the middle school science curriculum. So findings क्या कह रहे हैं डिस्कशन में? The integration of the technology will be an ongoing pursuit in my classroom. Students and parents of students in my other class have asked when they were, अब देखिए उससे मोटिवेटेड दूसरी क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स भी हो रहे हैं। This is what noticed by the researchers. Teachers throughout the school have become interested in integrating technology in their curriculum. एक रिसर्च के माध्यम से सारे टीचर मोटिवेटेड हो गए टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करने के लिए। आई बिलीव दैट मल्टीमीडिया कंप्यूटर टेक्नोलॉजी could enhance all the core curriculum. अब यहाँ फिर डिस्कशन में बात आई कि ये केवल एक सब्जेक्ट के लिए नहीं है। जब सारा डिस्कशन हुआ फाइंडिंग्स का क्लास टीचर के स्टाफ रूम में, तो सारे टीचर्स का ये मानना था कि जो है दे बिलीव दैट ये सारे कोर्सेज में, सारे सब्जेक्ट में एप्लीकेबल होनी चाहिए। Social study classes could use multimedia to develop geography and history presentations. Ability of a school to provide funding for the equipment, adequate software and teacher training. However, ये सारी चीजें स्कूल के लिए जरूरी हैं, क्योंकि अभी हमने बताया था कंटेक्स्ट में कि लैब नहीं है, क्लासरूम में एक ही कंप्यूटर है तो यूज करने। अगर हमें कंप्यूटर और टेक्नोलॉजी का इंटीग्रेशन करना है तो हमें क्या चाहिए? एक पहली बात तो चाहिए एबिलिटी ऑफ ए स्कूल टू प्रोवाइड फंडिंग फॉर द इक्विपमेंट, एडिक्वेट सॉफ्टवेयर भी चाहिए और टीचर ट्रेनिंग भी चाहिए। ये तीन जो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट फाइंडिंग से आए, ये हमें एक्शन प्लान की तरफ ले जाएंगे एक्चुअली। तो एक्शन प्लान के लिए हमें डायरेक्शन है, हमें पाथ मिल गया कि इस फाइंडिंग में क्या है। डिस्कशन जब हुआ तो हमें क्या चाहिए? पहले तो फंडिंग चाहिए मोर एंड मोर कंप्यूटर्स परचेज के लिए, और अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द कंप्यूटर्स कराने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? परचेज के लिए फंड चाहिए। फिर खाली इक्विपमेंट नहीं चाहिए, हमें कुछ एडिक्वेट सॉफ्टवेयर भी चाहिए, जैसे एक्सेल चाहिए, पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशंस बनाने के लिए चाहिए, और थोड़े से हायर ऑर्डर के जो है सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए। और इन सबको यूज कौन करेगा? टीचर। तो अल्टीमेटली टीचर की ट्रेनिंग चाहिए। ये इस फाइंडिंग से देखिए, ध्यान से अगर आप पढ़ेंगे तो इस फाइंडिंग से ये सारी बातें डिस्कशन में निकल के आती हैं, और ये जो डिस्कशन है ये अल्टीमेटली लीड टू एक्शन प्लान कंपोनेंट्स की तरफ ले जाता है। तीन कंपोनेंट हमें एक्शन प्लान के हर फाइंडिंग में, अगर हम एक्शन प्लान बनाएंगे तो हर फाइंडिंग में ध्यान दीजिएगा कि हमें एक्शन प्लान कंपोनेंट से मर्ज होंगे। ये मैंने यहाँ भी हाईलाइट किया है और यहाँ फिर दोबारा से मेंशन किया है कि इस एक्शन प्लान को, इस फाइंडिंग को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए, क्योंकि एक्शन रिसर्च बेसिकली लीड्स टू इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, एक्शन प्लान बनाने के लिए और अल्टीमेटली इम्प्लीमेंट करने। और इसके लिए फाइंडिंग्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? स्कूल फंडिंग ऑफ इक्विपमेंट के लिए एडिक्वेट सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए, एडिक्वेट फंडिंग चाहिए इक्विपमेंट और सॉफ्टवेयर परचेज के लिए, टीचर ओरिएंटेशन एंड ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, और हमें इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन टीचिंग लर्निंग एक्चुअल करने के लिए चाहिए, डॉक्यूमेंट्स क्रिएट करने के लिए चाहिए। ये तीन हमारे एक्शन प्लान में आएंगे, और ये तीन के बाद अगर हम तीनों सक्सेसफुली कर लेंगे देन वी विल मूव टू एक्शन प्लान। और देखिए एक्शन प्लान इन तीनों को बेस करके कैसे बनाया गया। मैं आपको अल्टीमेटली एक्शन प्लान पर, देखिए एक्शन प्लान पर ये थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिएगा। मैं एक बार फिर स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ, एक बार इसको ध्यान में रखिएगा तो मैं एक्शन प्लान की तरफ आपको ले जाऊंगा। जो है कि हमारा टॉपिक क्या था? आईसीटी इंटीग्रेशन इन साइंस लर्निंग। और इसके लिए हमारी फाइंडिंग्स क्या हैं कि आईसीटी इंटीग्रेशन नॉट ओनली इन वन सब्जेक्ट, इन ऑल द सब्जेक्ट शुड बी देयर। और आईसीटी इंटीग्रेशन से परफॉर्मेंस और उसकी एंथुसिज्म बढ़ती है स्टूडेंट्स की। ये हमारी फाइंडिंग्स हैं। इन फाइंडिंग्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? हमें फंडिंग चाहिए, जिससे कि हम इक्विपमेंट खरीद सकें, सॉफ्टवेयर खरीद सकें और टीचर ट्रेनिंग कंडक्ट कर सकें। इसको लेके एक्चुअली हम एक्शन प्लान बनाएंगे, और वो एक्शन प्लान हमें कैसे बनाएंगे देखिएगा, ध्यान दीजिएगा। देखिए किसी भी एक्शन प्लान के कंपोनेंट जो है, एक्शन प्लान शुड आंसर व्हाट यू विल डू, What is your action taken strategy? How you will do it and who will perform each task and spell out multiple objectives are. और इसको लेके एक फॉर्मेट डेवलप करना है. देखिए इस तरह का फॉर्मेट. Try to digest this. जब कभी भी हम एक्शन प्लान बनाएंगे तो एक्शन प्लान में ये सारे पॉइंट्स कवर हो जाने चाहिए. Goals or objectives to be achieved. Action plan means for what goals we are likely to have this planning. What is our objective for this planning? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, how much objectives or goals you are having. So try to mention here. Then task or steps to be carried out. एक ऑब्जेक्टिव या एक गोल को अचीव करने के लिए एक से ज्यादा स्टेप्स भी हो सकते हैं. So mention here what are those steps to be undertaken for achieving this particular goal or the objective. Then who will be responsible for doing this task? Then what will be your deadlines and milestones? What resources you will be needing to make it success? And what measures? देखिए very important part again is each action plan should cover measures to evaluate the progress. It should not be left. It should be evaluated also that yes, we have planned for this goal. We have taken these many steps. We have make this person responsible. These were the deadlines and milestones, and these were the resources needed. So we have provided these resources also. Now, with all this availability, now what is the progress? What is the status of progress of achievement of this particular goal or the objective? So, for each objective, for each goal, we should come out with to what extent we are able to achieve this particular objective or the goal by providing all these facilities, by facilitating individuals for all these purposes. Whether we have crossed the deadline or within deadline we have achieved this goal, and to if we have achieved, to what extent we have achieved. Then only we will say that yes, action research success is there, and then we have achieved the success. Whatever action research results we have arrived at, we have implemented it in proper perspective also. So action research results we have implemented through action plan. देखिए, मैं again I have taken this part from report only. Salient points I have noted in this study, that what was the result, what was the belief, and what was the discussion leading to us, in which direction it was leading, and how we can generate action research plan. So definitely, as already I have mentioned, that school funding for equipment as well as for adequate software is the must requirement, because without that we cannot do anything. We cannot integrate technology or computer in our teaching learning process without the availability of the infrastructure, or infrastructure means technology available for the purpose, software for the purpose. So the very first requirement of the action plan is that school funding is must. So there should be a provision in the action plan that we should get fund from any source. Then second very important aspect is teacher orientation and training. So this finding ultimately results in action, that is teacher orientation should be there, teacher training should be there to use computers for our teaching learning process. Then third part is integration, actual integration of technology in teaching learning. So how they are preparing that PowerPoint presentation, how they are using technology for teaching learning, how they are introducing this technology in their own subject. All this is readily available material should be there. And based on that, this is the kind of action, operational action plan for this particular topic. So look at this. Should I look at this action plan?
सर क्या मैं यहीं पर एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकती हूँ आपसे?
हाँ बिल्कुल पूछिए।
सर ये जो डेडलाइन वाला क्वेश्चन है, डेडलाइन एंड माइलस्टोन, तो हम तो सर सिर्फ एक्शन प्लान दे सकते हैं, उसकी डेडलाइन कैसे तय कर?
थोड़ा सा मैडम होल्ड कीजिएगा तो मैं आपकी बात का जवाब दूंगा। लेट ऑल डाइजेस्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर जो है एक्शन प्लान, देन वी विल हैव ए डिस्कशन सेशन, वी विल बी देयर। So just hold on and just try to note that question there. We will be discussing that.
Sure, sir, sure.
Because right now, if I am answering you, it will disturb others also. I think it should be clear. It should be very clear that for funding of equipment and resources, whatever resources for technology integration we require, whatever equipment for technology resources integration we require, funding is must. So how to have the provision? So the first step is for funding, we have to have the provision of school funding for equipment. So provision बनाने के लिए मीटिंग करना, मतलब मैनेजमेंट से परमिशन लेना एंड देन एग्जीक्यूट करना, ये सब कौन करेगा? मैनेजमेंट ऑफ द स्कूल. And how many days deadlines or milestones are 10 days? I think enough, more than enough. If management is willing to improve the system, definitely 10 days are more than enough. Resource fund and management committee. I think in every school you will be having fund and management committee. So fund and management committee should take up this task of making provision of school funding for equipment and resources, and ultimately evaluation will be receipt of appropriate fund. Then if we have received that fund, evaluation is there that yes, funding is possible and funding we have received. So this is measured to evaluate the progress. Likewise, procurement of equipments and resources. I think 2 steps are required. You may think of more than 2 steps also. It depends on the situation. It depends that how many steps are required to fulfill this requirement of achieving this particular goal or the objective. For example, for procurement, what I feel personally is listing of equipment and resources is the very first step required on the part of the teacher, and order of equipment and resources is second step which is required on the part of the teacher. So once you have received those funds, the very first requirement is now fund is available, now you list down. Listing means identifying the person from where it can be purchased or technical details also है, because equipments और computers की technical details बहुत जरूरी है. तो किसी भी equipment के computer के procurement के लिए प्रॉपर और एप्रोप्रिएट टेक्निकल रिक्वायरमेंट्स के साथ आप लिस्टिंग करेंगे तो शायद सक्सेसफुल रहेंगे प्रोक्योरमेंट में. ऐसे ही जब ऑर्डर प्लेस कर देंगे और इक्विपमेंट के लिए तो हम सेकंड स्टेप में चले जाएंगे. एंड इफ properly handled, carefully handled, systematically handled, I think 20 days are more than enough again. So timeline is there, but there are management issues there. I would discuss that here. कैसे करेंगे? रिसोर्स नीडेड क्या है? विजिट टू अदर स्कूल्स, या तो स्कूल से जहाँ ये टेक्नोलॉजी इंटीग्रेशन चल रहा है वहाँ से हम डिटेल्स ले लें, या पैम्पलेट्स हमारे अवेलेबल होते हैं स्पेसिफिकेशन के, तो स्पेसिफिकेशन के पैम्पलेट्स को यूज करें और टीचर जो है लिस्टिंग ऑफ इक्विपमेंट रिसोर्सेज करे विद स्पेसिफिकेशन, और फिर ऑर्डर कर दे, जो ऑर्डर इशू करा दे, जो जैसे भी कराना। और अल्टीमेटली मेजर कैसे करेंगे इसको, लॉगिन रजिस्टर में हमारे इक्विपमेंट और रिसोर्सेज की एंट्री है। दैट मीन्स these equipments and resources are available. So this is the measure of evaluation. Now third very important aspect is teacher orientation and training. So यहाँ steps ज़्यादा हैं. The very first requirement is who will conduct teacher orientation and training. I think identification of resource person is must. So first of all, identification of the resource person. Even I would say appointment of the coordinator for teacher training and orientation is also can be one of the steps here. And once identified that coordinator should identify resource person, should engage resource person, should plan and organize training. ये सब काम किसकी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, रिसोर्स पर्सन की। और इसके लिए टाइम कितना चाहिए, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन ऑफ कोर्स द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द टीचर स्कूल इज हैविंग, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टाइम अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द स्कूल, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द स्लॉट्स अवेलेबल फॉर टीचर ओरिएंटेशन एंड ट्रेनिंग, ऑल दिस 1 month टाइम। यहाँ क्या चाहिए हमें, फंड चाहिए, रिसोर्स पर्सन चाहिए और टीचर चाहिए। ये कैसे मेजर करेंगे, टीचर ओरिएंटेशन एंड ट्रेनिंग के बाद हम क्या होता है इमीडिएट रिएक्शंस ले लेते हैं एवेल्यूएशन के लिए। तो एनहांस्ड विलिंगनेस और कॉम्पिटेंस मेजर कर सकते हैं हम टीचर की, एंड बाय दैट वे वी कैन से यस वी हैव evaluated the progress of achievement of this teacher orientation and training, and now teachers are willing and competent enough to integrate technology in teaching learning process. Then integration of technology in teaching learning, ये खाली ट्रेनिंग और ओरिएंटेशन से नहीं हो जाएगा। नाउ यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर मटेरियल आल्सो ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन। सो प्रिपरेशन फॉर इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन टीचिंग लर्निंग एंड देन कंडक्शन ऑफ द क्लासेस आल्सो। सो दिस इज अगेन टीचर पार्ट, दिस इज कंटिन्यूड प्रोसेस। इसमें डेडलाइंस एंड माइलस्टोन्स आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, दिस इज ए कंटिन्यूइंग प्रोसेस। मतलब दिस क्लासरूम विल बी कंडक्टेड फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम, teaching learning facilities are required there, further post facto action research, and this will ultimately lead to further post facto research as well. So एक और जो इशू यहाँ से जो मैं आपको ध्यान में लाना चाह रहा हूँ, that issue is that each action research leads to further action research. अब आप देखिए यहाँ जैसे ही हमने ये इम्प्लीमेंट किया, यहाँ से जो है फर्दर रिसर्च शुरू हो गई। And that's why we say action research is a cyclic process. Action research is a continuing process. और ये जो बात है हमारी एक्शन रिसर्च के बारे में, कि एक्शन रिसर्च इज मोर लाइक ए साइक्लिक प्रोसेस विद रिफ्लेक्शन अपॉन योर एक्शन एंड रिसर्च फाइंडिंग अफेक्टिंग चेंजेस इन योर practice and which may lead to extended question and further action research. जैसे ही हम एक्शन प्लान को इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, इट्स इफेक्टिवनेस मस्ट कंटिन्यूअली बी मॉनिटर्ड, इवैल्यूएटेड एंड रिवाइज्ड, thus perpetuating the cyclical nature of action research and everything ultimately ये एक्शन रिसर्च और बाकी में अगर का आप कंपेयर करेंगे तो ये कुछ सिचुएशन है सिंपल रिसर्च में एंड हो जाता है, या कन्वेंशनल रिसर्च प्रोसेस में स्टॉप आ जाता है, यहाँ कंक्लूजन्स के बाद हम कुछ नहीं करते। लेकिन अगर हम एक्शन रिसर्च की प्रोसेस करेंगे तो एक्शन रिसर्च जो है एक क्वेश्चन, फील्ड वर्क, एनालिसिस, रिफ्लेक्शन, and this analysis will ultimately lead to new actions. This is new actions and then whole cycle will be repeated and this will be like that. So it is a never ending cyclical process, and by nature action research is never ending cyclical process of research. It's not just one time affair, it's a continuous affair of the teacher that we are conducting research, we are implementing findings which ultimately lead to conduct of another research and then implementing finding and then again conducting of it. So what I mean to say is action research is a cyclic process like this, that reflection or analysis will ultimately lead to another action. और इसको एक और डायग्राम से अगर आप समझना चाहें तो डायग्राम से समझ सकते। एक्शन रिसर्च की साइकिल इस तरह से चलती रहती है कि ये एक्शन रिसर्च की साइकिल देखिएगा, ये मूवमेंट हो रहा है, ये एक्शन रिसर्च की साइकिल कि हम स्टडी एक साइकिल में क्या करते हैं, स्टडी और प्लान करते हैं, टेक एक्शन करते हैं, कलेक्ट एविडेंस, एनालाइज एविडेंस करते हैं और रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं। ये रिफ्लेक्शन अल्टीमेटली लीड टू another study, and again we plan and then take action and then again reflection and again the study and plan. So this is the cycle of the action research, and that's why we say action research is a continuous process. I think I can stop at this point because time is less. Otherwise, I would have continued for some more minutes. But I would like to provide a scope for asking questions. So I'm stopping at this point, and now you are free to ask questions, please.
Participants can ask questions.
Yes, please.
जी सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन था सर, सबसे पहले तो सर आपने बहुत ब्यूटीफुली एक्सप्लेन किया एक्शन रिसर्च ये रिपोर्ट बनाने के लिए सर, बहुत अच्छे से क्लियर हुआ। बस सर एक चीज समझ में नहीं आई कि जो एक्शन प्लान में हम लोग ड्यूरेशन दे रहे थे सर, उस ड्यूरेशन में सर कैसे हम लोग टाइम डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि फंडिंग के लिए इतने टाइम होने चाहिए? ये तो हम लोगों को तो सर एक्शन प्लान बना के दे देना है बस, फिर वो तो मैनेजमेंट या बाकी जो अथॉरिटी है वो से डिसाइड करेगी सर।
देखिए दो चीजें हम फिर बार बार मिस कर जाते हैं कि एक्शन रिसर्च इज फॉर whom and for whose benefit. Who is conducting action research? The practitioner.
Yes sir.
Keep in mind that researcher or practitioner or implementer is not a different person. Number one. रही आपकी बात में थोड़ा सा मतलब जो ट्रुथ भी है कि जो ग्राउंड रियलिटीज हैं हमारी, वो ग्राउंड रियलिटीज में टीचर और जो प्रोवाइडर है वो थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. I fully agree with that also.
Yes sir.
Because that is also the ground reality. पर मैं यहाँ जो आपके साथ डिस्कस करना चाह रहा हूँ कि आप ये भी सोचिएगा who allowed us to conduct the action research, with whom consent we have started this action research. So primary agreement is there already that the findings or the results of this action research will be implemented in toto, and whatever facilities or whatever infrastructure, whatever fund is required will be given. With that logical assumptions, we have started that action research project.
Okay sir.
है ना?
Yes
Principal has or headmaster has allowed you to conduct action research to improve the situation. So
yes,
they have binding to have that, and then with sitting all together, one can fix up deadlines and that. क्योंकि टाइम फ्रेम बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था कि हमारे लिए टाइम फ्रेम बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि हम इसको कंटिन्यूली प्रोलॉन्ग नहीं कर सकते इस प्रॉब्लम को, हमें इमीडिएटली सॉल्व भी करनी है, और एक्शन रिसर्च की यही तो ब्यूटी है.
जी सर.
ओके, थैंक यू. एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? हेलो.
Anybody else? In case you have questions, please raise your queries.
सर इस एक्शन प्लान के चार्ट को हमें रिपोर्ट में लिखने की जरूरत नहीं होगी ना सर?
लिख भी सकते हैं, मैं तो कहूँगा लिखना चाहिए जो है.
जी, इट इज वेरी ट्रांसपेरेंट सर.
या लिखना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये सर्कुलेशन में जाना चाहिए, ये डिस्कशन में आना चाहिए कहीं ना कहीं कि ये फाइंडिंग्स जो हैं ये एक्शन प्लान की तरफ लीड कर रही हैं, और ये एक्शन प्लान अगर इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हुआ तो प्रॉब्लम अपनी जगह रहेगी. एंड वी आर सिंपली कंडक्टिंग ए रिसर्च बट नॉट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग दैट. तो कहीं ना कहीं ओनस डालने के लिए जरूरी है कि रिपोर्ट का ही एक्शन प्लान पार्ट हो जाए।
जी 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 सर। थैंक यू सर।
ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
In case there are no questions, so we can conclude the session.
Sir, please, I requested, sir,
Yes, sir.
please share PPT and reports, sir, in the group.
Okay. Okay, I will request Gupta ji जो है।
Yeah, sir.
सर एक चीज और थी, आपने जब सैंपल दिखाया था तो उसमें फर्स्ट पॉइंट जो आपने डिस्क्राइब किया था, डिस्क्राइबिंग कंटेक्स्ट वेयर एक्शन रिसर्च टेक प्लेस, आपने इसे हाइड किया था इस पार्ट को, या था ही नहीं सर सैंपल में?
नहीं था ना सैंपल में।
सर किस स्कूल में किया गया, क्या वहाँ
हाँ
के
हाँ, पूरा
conditions हैं?
पूरा था। मतलब जरूरी नहीं कि नाम देना जरूरी हो, कंटेक्स्ट जरूरी है कि किस सिचुएशन में किया है हमने, किस
अच्छा
स्कूल की किस सिचुएशन में किस तरह से फेस कर रहे थे प्रॉब्लम।
जी
मतलब
जी
एग्जैक्टली ये जरूरी नहीं कि इस स्कूल का है इसका, मतलब कि जरूर कई बार जरूरी नहीं होता कि स्कूल का नाम दिया जाए।
जी जी ओके जी। अगर सर हम अपने कॉलेज के लिए कर रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए कर रहे हैं, तो
हाँ
अगर
नहीं,
वहां पर
नाम
देंगे?
दे सकते हैं, मेरे ख्याल से तो कोई बुराई भी नहीं है नाम देने में,
जी जी
दे सकते हैं ये।
जी जी सर।
I think we are concluding this program now, and I thank Dr. Anil Kumar sir for his deliberations and Dr. Kusum Yadav ma'am for her cooperation in the entire program. And we look forward to associate again with you, ma'am.
One
Thank you.
minute, madam, 1 minute. Let me intervene. जो है, one thing is pending. I think let me give to every person जो है. Okay, one thing. Somebody asked me the Hindi books, so I am sharing those books here.
Yes sir, yes.
These are the books. I think getting that.
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Let me share again. You I think I'm forgetting. Okay, then otherwise I will request Gupta ji to share that. Will it be okay?
Yes, sir. You can ask him. He'll share the
I think I will request.
in the group.
Okay, I will request him. So okay, let's close that duel. Sorry.
Dr. Kusum Yadav ma'am wants to thank sir. Ma'am, please, you're most welcome.
Thank you, sir, for such a very structured lesson. आपका जो लेक्चर था बहुत ही स्ट्रक्चर्ड था, ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट वाज वेरी क्लियर और कोई डाउट की गुंजाइश नहीं थी. एंड आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू conduct more programs in future with you, and I thank Indian teacher education community also for their collaboration with our college, and looking forward for conducting more such programs. और सभी participants का भी बहुत बहुत thanks, because participants are lifeline of any program. Without participants, we can't conduct any program. So thank you, sir. Thank you, participants. Thank you, ITEC.
Okay, thank you very much, madam, for nice words for me. I think systematic is the one of the requirements.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to see you again, and thank you all the participants. We will meet again in some other programs. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, madam.
Thank you sir. Thank you ma'am.
Thank you, dear participants, all the participants. Thank you very much for patience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for very informative session.
Sir, please
Thank you,
provide
sir.
your contact number and email ID also in the group, sir.
Okay, I wanted to highlight right now, but because of non-sharing of that, now it's not possible. So I will share that with Gupta ji.
Yes.
Or you can ask Gupta ji for my email ID.
Okay, sure.
No problem. It is this is available with him only. Okay.
Okay, sir. Bye,
So,
sir. Thank
so
you.
thank you very much once again to
Thank
all
you,
the
sir. Thank
participants,
you,
to
sir.
the coordinator of the program, to the organizer of the program. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.